Hi, my Divine Money peeps. How are you today? Happy Tuesday. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad we're here together. Hi. Wow. This is a very different Tuesday because we are all experiencing a whole new reality, a whole new time and space in our collective consciousness, but also in our collective organizations, communities, situation, economy, supplies. So this is the third part of the phenomenal money goddess spirit perspective, and it's quite ironic what we're going to be talking about today, and ultimately what we're going to be talking about, the concept we're going to talk about today is trusting in ourselves. And this is huge right now because everything is shifting. The market is shifting. The way that we value things are shifting. The way that we are experiencing our world is completely shifting. And so learning to trust ourselves is going to be super huge right now, because when we can trust ourselves and trust our own intuition, we're going to get the right guidance to move us forward and to get us through all of this, what we're experiencing right now on this planet. So, hello, my name is Beth Ann McMerrick, and I'm the founder and creator of Divine Money Mastery, and this is where we weave together the elements of personal finance and spirituality. And the reason why money, the study of money, is so important is because it actually gets to those root causes. Ultimately, we each have a vibration that gets vibrated out into the world, and based on our own belief systems and our own values. Hold on, I'm going to plug in my fan here. Based on our belief system and based on our values, ultimately what happens is our vibration is created and sent out into the world, and that is what brings us back, what vibrates back to us in our results, in our experiences. And when we're not trusting in ourselves, bottom line, when we don't trust that intuition, we don't trust those messages that are coming for us, and we stop taking action towards our goals or towards that idea, ultimately what we do is we resist and we stop that money from coming into us. So the concept, and so ultimately what happened in this section, in this one, trusting ourselves hits right here in the gut, and so does phenomenal and unconditional loving. We so are so programmed, and we have been so used to conditionally loving ourselves. We practice all kinds of unconditional love to other people, but unconditionally loving ourselves is a huge part in learning to trust ourselves, because we, like I said, we're moving into a whole new experience, and I mean, I just want to see the stratosphere. Our whole life is going to be completely different. The marketplace, what we value, everything's going to be different. And there's going to be a new opportunity for you to create a different income, a different stream of income for yourself. And, I mean, all of you spiritual woo-woo workers that have been hiding behind the computers, or that have been hiding in other jobs and been too afraid to step up and say something, this is the time. This is the time to really allow your spiritual healing practice and business to come out into the world, because the world is going to need you more now than ever to serve them, to support them in their healing through everything that we're going through right now. So the phenomenal money goddess in this particular one, I'm going to read this section that says, be authentic, on purpose, in passion, grateful and unconditionally loving. The beauty of your soul will last forever. Listen and speak from your heart. Create your unique gifts that you are meant to create. And this is why it's important to trust ourselves. Yeah, it might sound squirrely. Yeah, not everybody's going to agree with you. I mean, not everybody agrees with the spiritual side of money, but I do. And I've seen how my work has shifted and supported other people in their money relationship. And that's what gets me excited. I've seen the results. I've seen people shift their mindset around money. I've seen their incomes increases. I've seen their businesses thrive, and I've seen them creating and producing new products and new ideas. And it's super exciting for me to see them stepping into their gifts. But if you don't trust them, if you don't trust in yourself, and if you don't allow yourself to be phenomenal and unconditionally loving to yourself, you will tend to stop yourself from actually producing those ideas and creating those ideas. So this is extremely important. The world needs you now. I saw this super cute meme a few weeks ago, and it was a little bird that was sitting on a branch. And it said, the bird isn't trusting that the branch won't break. The bird is trusting in its wings to fly them to where they need to go. And that's the point. Life is always going to change. We're always going to have things that are going on. We're always going to have stuff happening. Hopefully not to the degree that we have right now with the virus, but it's a time of awakening for each of us to step into our truest gifts, to those deep passions, heart-centered love energy that we have within us, that we have been dying to get out of us, but because we haven't trusted ourselves, we haven't believed in ourselves, or we haven't loved ourselves enough, we've not allowed ourselves to pursue those passions and pursue that mission and pursue that message that we have. But now's the time. Now is the time more than ever to do that. And be phenomenal. Trust in it. Allow it. It's okay if it doesn't sound, like perfect and polished. I'm certainly not perfect and polished, but it's okay if it's still like you're kind of new to it and you're like tiptoeing into it, but keep tiptoeing into it. The best way to build trust within yourself is to follow through with those ideas and those things that you're thinking about creating. So do it. This is the time more than anything to do, is to step into your passion and be phenomenal and create those businesses, making those shifts. We will get through this, but there will be some economic shift that's going to happen because of it. And because of that, it's a good thing. There's an awakening that's happening, and we are starting to, as a collective, realize what's the most important to us. What's the most important to us hasn't been the big fancy entertainment things or the big fancy jewelry or fancy cars. What's been important is those essential things: toilet paper, medicines, family, food, water. Those are the most essential things in our lives, and that's what gets to keep moving forward. And we will get through this. There are thousands of jobs that are closing, but there's thousands of more jobs that are being created. And we will be creating more and more products and supplies here in the United States, because we've realized how important it is for us to support our communities financially and emotionally and spiritually. And that's going to be by bringing back our manufacturing and our businesses here in the United States. So I would love to invite you to join me and be part of a money conversation with me. And one of my favorite parts of the work that I do is that what I do is I do readings with these goddess cards. And as you read these cards out, I'll map out where blocks are and download some messages for you so that you can find out what are those root causes that are stopping you, and those beliefs and those experiences have been stopping you from moving forward. And so what I'd love to offer you is to call me. Let's have a conversation. Let's do a reading. I've put a link in this video to the Goddess Bundle, which gives you a set of the Goddess cards and a 45-minute money session with me. I offering you that for 50% off. So you can get the set of cards and a 45-minute call with me, and we can work on some of those money issues, work on some of those ideas that you can produce and create and share into the world and create your own income. So check out that link. The link takes you right to my calendar, so you can schedule a time that's great for you. and I will happily ship the set of goddess cards out to you. That's $75, which is 50% off of the normal price, which is a super, super great deal. I would love to support you. I know this is a scary time, but this is also your time as a spiritual leader to step out, do your work, build your business, and change the world to bring more peace. And that's ultimately what I know we all want. So thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to talking to you on your money session and your money reading. And I'm excited to send the goddess cards out to you so you can shift and change your whole trajectory of your finances. So I'll see you next week for part 4 of the Phenomenal Money Goddess. Peace in.